everybody? It's your boy Bear Motivations. What I want to speak to you guys this morning about is depression. And before anybody messages me about, what do you know, mate? It's easy for you to say, whatever. In my background, lifelong depression. Okay, I had a mental breakdown at 40 years old, which started the journey of the change for me. Okay, so I know a lot about depression and overcoming it. And the first thing that I will say that you're going to need to do, or anyone that's going to need to do in that situation, is being real with yourself. Once you start to be real with yourself, okay, understanding yourself and being truthful about the person that you are, okay? The things that people say about you, the things you hear about yourself, the things that we tend to think, oh, these fucking people, they're saying this and and usually that you will find that in your relationship with somebody. They'll be telling you on a daily what kind of person you are. And for me, it was narcissistic, controlling, and basically not a very nice person. Was that because of my depression? No, it was because I was a shit person. That was the reason why I was depressed, not the other way around. Okay. Are you trying to be somebody that you're not? Okay. And I lived a life for many years being somebody that I actually wasn't. Okay. Through my childhood and through my early teens up into my 20s, living that life, that street life, succumbing to the pressures around you of being a certain person that's expected from you. Now, that's not going to be the same for everybody. Not everybody was brought up in that kind of environment. But, however, everybody has their cross to bear, whatever background that you are from, okay? So are you trying to be somebody that you're not? And what I mean by that is, as you get older, and it's what I found now, being 47, and the journey that I've been on, is when I look back at the kind of person I was, and the way I struggled with depression, and the way I felt about myself, I wasn't being true to myself. I actually wasn't the person that I was portraying. And when you're trying to keep up this fake persona, this fake image of yourself, okay, that will lead to great confliction inside yourself, hence leading to depression and feeling shit about yourself. Because regardless of the situation you were in, like I said, I was making lots of money, I had lots of respect and notoriety, I had all the women, the gold, the cars, and all of this kind of lifestyle. But yet I was extremely depressed and unhappy. Because looking back now, I was living a life that wasn't actually in line with the person that I am. Okay? I believe that I'm a soft-souled, caring, loving person. But my childhood and what came after subdued that, killed it somewhat. But it's been resurrected. Okay? So, if you are suffering with depression right now, okay, what you need to do is sit down with yourself and be extremely honest with yourself. Are you the person that you are showing to everybody? And if that's not the case, okay, and it's not the case in many situations, because as we've talked about before, people live in a fake image, especially in society now, social media, the pressures put on people to wear a certain clothes, have a certain car, have a certain lifestyle, all these material things okay, that don't actually bring you in yourself inside any forward, spiritually, mentally, or physically, okay, because they go all hand in hand. So you're suffering with depression right now. You feeling shit about life. Things ain't happening in your life how you would see as someone who is happy. Okay, but when you strip that all away, strip it all away, okay, and look at your life really, what activities, actions, and things are you partaking in and participating in that are detrimental to your happiness and your lifestyle? Okay, now I know always bring this up, okay, drink and drugs. They will have serious connotations to your happiness. I don't care what your name is and who you are. When I was drinking and taking drugs, I was still getting up and doing the shit that I needed to do. I was still having my kids. I was still going to work. You know, I was still doing the things that were needed to do. So when anyone asked me, like, oh, fucking hell, man, you drink a lot and you're always on the gear and everything, how'd you manage to think it? Don't bother me. It don't bother me. I'll just ride through it. But the reality is you died inside. Okay, yeah, you still getting up. Yeah, you still doing the things that you need to do. But you're living in a zombie existence. Okay, getting through one day to another. Sometimes just from the morning to the evening so you can get back to your pad house, place of residence, and shut the door and you can fall apart then in your privacy of your own home. And that was like it for me many times out on the street, on the road, tough guy, everyone thinking, yeah, you know, you got your shit under control. But yeah, I was crying into my pillow at night to get myself to sleep, drinking a hell of amount of alcohol and on a daily cocaine binge. So what I'd say to you is this: if you are really serious about coming out of depression and changing your life to be one of happiness on a daily, okay? And when I say happiness on a daily, we all have problems. I have problems, you know, we all have situations in our life that will bring us down or, you know, put us under pressure. It's how you react to those things. And it takes time. I'm not just saying, you know, I've said this thing, you've watched this video, and tomorrow you're just gonna like wake up and you're gonna have all your shit down and you're gonna be in full control of your life. This is a process of elimination, eliminating negative things out of your life, whether that be friends, family, or actions that you're taking in your life that, like I said before, are detrimental to your own happiness. Okay? The things that we think are making us happy, like getting your salary and you're straight out there buying shoes, clothes, jewelry, whatever that may be, that is just a very short-term answer to a long-term problem. Okay? Drugs, alcohol, covering up yourself, covering up the personality, okay, detaching yourself from the reality of being you by taking these drinks and drugs that lifts you up in a certain way. But as anyone would know, and you guys know, the repercussions of that is one night of high, 5 days of low. Okay, and then we go and do it again. And then we have the lows, start feeling okay, boom, we're back on it again. So if you want to ride out of this depression, okay, pick yourself up out of the low that you're in. Start being honest with yourself. Start looking at the actions and activities and things you are doing on a daily, okay, that are not bringing you forward. So, first things first, we wake up in the morning and we don't start thinking about, oh, I've got to go to work and oh, I've got this to deal with, and all the negative things that you're going to do over the next 8 hours in your work time. Wake up in the morning, know that yes, I'm going to work. Yes, I don't want to go to work, but everybody else has to go to work to earn that money, regardless if you like the job or not. So this is just a space in time. I'm just going to go to work and I'm going to knock that motherfucker out with a big smile on my face, because regardless of whether I go there happy or sad, miserable or upbeat, I'm gonna still have to go to work. So you wake up in the morning, instead of getting up 10 minutes before you need to leave, quick scrub, brush teeth, throw on your clothes, you don't even get a chance to eat, and you get a coffee on the way to work, sandwich, whatever it is, and most likely it's going to be some form of shit food. Okay, so you're already starting off your day on a negative. You wake up an hour before you need to go to work. You've already prepared your stuff for the night before, hence starting off your day on a positive note. You are not in a rush. You can get up, you can sit down and have your coffee and a slice of toast and read something or listen to something positive that sends you to work on the right mindset. Okay? Giving you something to look forward to in the day. Okay? Drop out negative things and negative people in your life. Do not adhere to anything that you feel inside yourself brings you down. And once you start getting into this mindset, you will see and understand very quickly what is not fitting in with your program. Certain people you will be speaking to, and their negativity will be like burning hot oil over your back, whereas before you didn't even notice it. Okay, because you were happy to be moaning and bitching, and that person moaning and bitching, and you have a right old moan up fest together, and you're happy together in that. But once you have changed your mindset and realised, you know what, this is what I need to be happy, them sort of people, them sort of activities will be as clear as crystal to you, and you will avoid them like the plague. This is the first steps towards dropping that depression out, because who wants to be unhappy? Okay, I spent my whole life being absolutely miserable. I mean, I had glimpses of happiness, but that always evolved around materialistic things. I got a new car, a new bike, I went on a nice holiday. I had this girl or that girl, or things that could be taken away from you. Okay, once you have built up something inside yourself that can never be taken away from you, your integrity, your character, your strength of purpose, and the thing inside yourself where you absolutely don't give a fuck about impressing, showing anybody anything but the real person you are. Whether that's you're wearing Primark and driving a Ford Fiesta, not that there's anything wrong with all of this, but as you know as well as I do, in today's society, you've got someone driving a top of the range Audi, BM, £400-500 car payments while they're still living at their mum's and they're a grown adult. Okay, so what you see with the eyes is not necessarily what's actually going on. We look at people all the time with jealousy for what they've got, thinking to ourselves in some way what other people have, other people's girlfriends, other people's possessions are going to make us happy. Hope that makes a little bit of sense. This is just touching on the beginning of the journey to change your attitude towards yourself to come out of this depression. I hope that makes sense. I love getting your messages, guys, to keep them coming. Let's get out of this together, man, and win win, win.